Good evening, Aaron Buchan, your multi-sport coach, and welcome to my meditation number 8. Today we are working on resentment. Resentment is something that we've all got, especially from our childhood, like when we just weren't good enough, right? We just weren't good enough to our parents, we weren't good enough to our teachers, to our mentors, to our peers, to our coaches, etc. Right? And this is one of the emotions that gets stuck right down there. So we need to release this to really start to work forward, just like all the others. But this is a really important one. Resentment, a lot of the time it comes from our school years. And we really need to work through this to understand, to learn how to release it. So that's what we're going to do today. So as usual, find yourself a nice comfy location, nice comfortable seat, or ideally these meditations are the best to do before bed, right? A good idea, switch your TV off about 8 o'clock, turn your phone off and put the meditation on about like 9 o'clock. Right, so you've got about like half an hour, you start to unwind, and then you're going to be in bed asleep at 10 o'clock. Okay, so I want to take you guys to a nice, relaxing place on the beach. Right, start to envision yourself just breathing and just relaxing. Just listening to the waves starting to roll in. Listen to those sounds just starting to come through. Right, and those sounds slowly start to get a little bit louder at the beach. Just relaxing, focusing on the breath here. The big, deep breath. Just let it go. Start to feel that sunshine on the skin. How relaxing it's making your body feel. How comfortable you're starting to feel. You're starting to feel really comfortable in the place you are, and you're letting all these negative thoughts go. The stress. Go, feel it. Feel it starting to run out of your arms, out of your fingertips. Feel that tingling in your fingertips. The stress is coming out of there and it feels good. It puts a smile on your face. You feel happy. Breathe. Let it go. Send that wave from the head, that vibrational wave from the head going through the neck. You can feel it riding up and down through the chest. And then start to go into your stomach. The wave starts to get shorter but faster. And then down through your pelvis and your hips. And then through your legs, the top of the legs, the back of your legs, your knees. Then down to your ankles and to your toes. Feel your toes just wiggling. Totally relaxed. Now bring it back up. As you breathe in, bring it back up. Let it go. Feel it now in your hips, your pelvis. It's back in your stomach. The chest. Feel it go out through your shoulders and just let that stress drain out through your fingers again. Just turn your head from side to side. Feeling now how relaxed the body is and how relaxed the body can actually be when you take the time out. Okay, fantastic. I want to ask you today, is it okay for me to speak to your subconscious mind to release all these emotions of resentment? Let's get rid of it today. Here we go. Let's find the first event that caused this problem. Right, so what is the root cause of this problem? The first event in your childhood, which, when disconnected, will cause the problem to disappear. Right? So what was the root cause of this problem? The first event, which and when disconnected, will cause the problem to disappear. If you were to know, was it before, during, or after birth? If it was before, was it in the womb or before that? If it was in the womb, what month was it? If it was like before, is it a past life passed down to you genetically? Or past life, how many lifetimes ago? Or how many generations ago was it? Or if it was after birth, how old were you when this first event took place? Okay, so what I want you to do now, fly up above your timeline. Let's go there. Let's get right up in those clouds, right up in the sky, right up in the darkness. You can see the stars so clear. You're looking down. You can see your house that you're in right now. You can see the roof of the house. Right, so what I want you to do now is go back to that event for when that event first caused this problem. This emotion. So this emotion of resentment, let's go back there. Go way back past it now. Yes, once you're there, just stay up there. Don't go into it. Just stay up there and relax. Okay, now, for us to release all these negative emotions, what is the positive learnings that you can get to release all these emotions of resentment? Here we go. The mind will start working now. What are the positive learnings you can get to release this resentment? Subconscious mind will talk to you. Subconscious mind will start throwing things, and that's your learnings. Let's learn all these emotions to make a better life for us, to have a stronger focus on our pathway. For you to release all the emotions of resentment, what can you learn from this event that took place that is the root cause of this emotion? What can you learn? That's it. Just let them flow. Just let them flow out. Remember the question. Don't drift off. What can you learn from this event to release all these emotions of resentment? If it's not coming to you, just take your time, a few big deep breaths. And breathe. Very good. For you to release all the emotions of resentment, what can you learn from this event that took place at this age, wherever it is? Just let them rattle up. rattle out. For you to release these emotions of resentment. What can you learn? Learning. If you've got no more, let's test it. Let's go down into this event. Float down right into there, as if you were there. Now ask yourself, where are the feelings of resentment? Have they gone? If they have or haven't gone, you go back up. Fly back up there to the timeline, up the top of the timeline, so you're looking down at that event again. If they're gone, great, we move on to the next one. Ask yourself now, when was the next event towards my future that could have caused these emotions of resentment? If you didn't feel you released all those emotions, you ask yourself again, up there, looking down at the same event. So what are the positive learnings I can get to release all these emotions of resentment? You keep asking that. If not, you go to the next one. Alright, so once you've done that, you do that same process. You do that same process until you're back to now. Right, it might take 5 minutes, it might take 10 minutes, it might take 15, it could take 20, it could take the next half an hour. In your own time, you're going to drift off. Drift off just thinking about this and going through this process. So this is the timeline therapy. It's effective to release all these emotions, to make you feel better, to make you sleep better, to make your future stronger. Yeah, like wherever you are, ask the subconscious mind, what can I learn from this event? It's whatever event it may be, it's wherever you are. What can I learn from this event to release all these emotions of resentment? Feel the peace starting to kick in. Breathe. When you've gone through this process, you're going to come back to now. You're going to open your eyes. Or if you're in bed and you're feeling sleepy, you're going to drift off to a relaxing sleep. The best sleep that you've ever had. Your mind is cleared. These emotions have gone. You're totally relaxed. Well done. Good night.